Hello everyone, welcome to Real Advice. Today we're reviewing the action film The Old Guard. The film is from Netflix and stars Charlize Theron and Kiki Layne, and they are part of a mercenary group composed of immortals. Now before we start, we would really appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed this review. To begin, let's start with the film synopsis. Led by a centuries-old warrior nicknamed Andy, a covert group of mercenaries with immortality have fought to protect the mortal world for centuries. But when the team is recruited to take on a mission to save kidnapped children, they are double-crossed and are suddenly exposed. The group must eliminate the people behind the deception who not only intend to replicate their powers, but profit over it by any means necessary. Niall, the newest immortal to join the group, helps in the process. So as for the film, we felt that it was not only an action film. The Old Guard is a surprisingly deep and satisfying take on immortality. It gives a lot on the pros and cons of having everlasting life. While it was ultimately disappointing, as we never really get to know the rhyme and reason for why they were given their powers, the film had enough action set pieces to make it quite enjoyable. The first thing that came to our minds when we read about The Old Guard was, how do you actually make an action film starring immortal characters interesting and entertaining? The fact that the characters are unable to die is a risky proposition by itself. Luckily, The Old Guard found a way to mix things up by putting a twist into the concept, transforming some scenes to be tension-filled. That twist also proves to be a critical point in the overall narrative. But we have to admit that there was a lackadaisy approach in character development and building on its own lore and mythology. The film puts out crucial touch points that will make audiences think twice if the proposition of eternal life is actually a gift or a curse. Unfortunately, it also failed to make its handful of characters relatable in an emotional level. So much so that we even had a hard time understanding the plight of its main character, Andy, played by Charlize Theron. It was quite obvious that the film was setting up for more films. And in that aspect, it actually did a great job in building a good foundation, but it also sacrifices a lot of details in the process. The saving grace for the film was easily its action-packed sequences and awesome fight choreography. The film also doesn't pull any punches with its gore, so expect wins a lot. Admittedly, the narrative was just okay. Some elements could pass off for a B-movie film, and there was really nothing special about it when it came to their main adversary. Overall, The Old Guard gave us mixed feelings. On one hand, it had high-budget action that thrilled us, but its story felt unpolished, even cheap. The lore behind it was interesting, but the way it was developed and built was ordinary. At the end of the day, the question is, would we recommend The Old Guard? Probably yes. But just manage your expectations. Our rating for The Old Guard is 3.5 reels out of 5.